When the architect Seth Rollins started to build some momentum in the WWE as a major player, his personal life became more and more interesting, especially his love life, as his breakup with ex-fiancée Layla Schultz ended up turning nasty as she found out that Rollins and former NXT superstar Zara Schreiber had hooked up behind her back, and in retaliation, she leaked a number of questionable photos, both in their birthday suits. The couple's relationship lasted only a year, and Rollins subsequently started a relationship with Sarah Alessandrelli. However, even though the couple were in a committed relationship for nearly 3 years, they mutually split up in February this year. Alessandrelli confirmed the breakup on Twitter, saying, "We have ended our journey together, Rollins and I. We have nothing but mutual respect and love for one another. More than anything, what we have taken from one another will guide us on our journey in life. Here's to living life and happiness. All the best, my dear." The Irish lass kicker Becky Lynch has also had her personal life in the public eye when her ex-boyfriend and UFC fighter Luke Sanders explained in an interview on what led to the couple's demise. "Everything was cool. It was just mostly family stuff, man. With my daughter, me taking on her full time at the end of the year after the last fight. Being the father and, the mom role all at once. That took a lot of energy. Lynch travels a lot, does a lot of extracurricular activities, so I'm putting that energy in with her. I'm really putting my all into that." The two, however, didn't stay single for long, as following this, the architect and Becky Two Belts have been rumoured to be dating. The couple have been seen out together at events, such as the WWE Hall of Fame show, and out in public, but they had yet to confirm the relationship. That is until now, as on Twitter, Lynch was having a back and forth argument with WWE Hall of Famer Beth Phoenix. Lynch started off with telling Phoenix not to get too close to her titles. Phoenix responded by saying, "No worries, Becky Lynch. I'm just glad that we are friends and not steaming over a silly little detail like being tied for number of title reigns. Cheers." Phoenix's real-life husband and former WWE champion and Hall of Famer Edge then butted in with another response, saying, "Listen, the man, you're doing good for yourself now, kid. We can all find the footage of a steampunk phase with a familiar entrance where you attempt Edge Light and fail, so be gone with you." The Glamazon quickly tweeted, Wait, are we involving our men now?" To which Lynch then confirmed a relationship with Seth Rollins by tagging him in the next tweet. So, two of the most popular wrestlers in WWE are now officially together. Could they be the next power couple? Could their relationship play out on WWE television? Who knows, but while one WWE couple has confirmed its relationship, sadly another one has seemingly broken up. Now, it's been no secret that former Cruiserweight champion Buddy Murphy and Alexa Bliss have been an item backstage, as the couple have been featured on WWE's reality show Total Divas. The couple were even engaged, but seem to have found a number of difficulties maintaining their relationship due to being on two separate brands and WWE's hectic travel schedule. Buddy Murphy spoke on Lillian Garcia's Chasing Glory podcast earlier this year on their relationship, saying, "Complete opposite schedules. Absolutely it is hard. Relationships are hard if you see someone 5 or 7 days a week, you know what I mean. It's one of those things where you just to me, it's the cards I've been dealt for now. It's only for now. So I can look at it like that, but I support her 110%. I watch all of her stuff. I send her my promos like, what do you think of this? Like I go to her. She's the one who taught me how to speak. She's helped me heaps. Like I try to help her in the ring, she tries to help me with character stuff. There were times in NXT when I hated wrestling. She would try to tell me stuff and I didn't want to hear a bar of it because I checked out, especially after that thing with me and Blake that ended, and we came back sporadically. We're broken up. Oh, you need a tag team? And we showed up, and then we find ourselves not being on TV, and we didn't know why. We were trying so hard." Whilst the couple tried to take a positive outlook on the situation, the WWE schedule may have just been too hard to keep up, as even though Murphy made his main roster debut on SmackDown Live last week in an unaired match, Bliss remains on Raw. However, even though they are both on the main roster, the move may have been too little too late, as according to Ryan Satin of Pro Wrestling Sheet, the two called off their engagement some time ago, and have been living separately since September last year. On a recent episode of Not Your Demographic, Aaron and Stella said that Alexa and Buddy have not gone public about this, but that they have broken up and are just friends. It's a shame since the two made a good couple, but take into consideration, nothing has been officially confirmed. In other news, the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, which airs this Sunday, already has a stacked card with 10 confirmed matches, but the card count could be bumped up to 12 by the end of this week's Raw and SmackDown Live, as 2 other matches that have yet to be confirmed have been shown in advertisements in the Connecticut area, which shows 2 SmackDown Live matches set to take place. The first one is a handicap match as Lars Sullivan goes up against Matt Hardy and R-Truth, which obviously makes sense as he's been on the attack on both recently, and Heavy Machinery finally get a title match against the new SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions Daniel Bryan and Erick Rowan, so Money in the Bank could be considerably long. Lastly, the Celtic Warrior Sheamus hasn't been seen in the WWE ever since the SmackDown Live after WrestleMania 35 in April. His partner, the Swiss Superman Cesaro, during the Superstar shakeup was moved back to Raw and competed in singles action, defeating Cedric Alexander, with his partner nowhere to be seen. Many officials backstage believe that the 6-man tag match he wrestled on SmackDown Live just after Mania could have been his last match ever, as due to the number of injuries Sheamus has suffered in the ring and his long battle with spinal stenosis, it may have finally forced him into early retirement. Many are aware that spinal stenosis is no joke and has ended a number of wrestlers' careers in the past, including WWE Champion Edge and WWE Hall of Famer Ravishing Rick Rude when he suffered the injury during a match with Sting in Japan in the mid-90s. Initially, Sheamus' condition with spinal stenosis wasn't seen to be as bad as Edge's and was fully cleared to wrestle by WWE's medical staff. Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer spoke on his condition last year saying, "He's got spinal stenosis, but a lot of guys have that. It's not a good thing to have and it will affect him most likely when he gets older in not so great ways." He then went on to say, "He's working hard. When you look at him physically, you don't sense that he's got weakness, that he can't lift weights anymore or things like that. It doesn't look as if it's affecting him too much right now. It's looking like he can work pretty well and everything like that. In the long run, it's not a good thing to have. Austin has it and he lives a normal life, but he doesn't wrestle anymore. It probably will shorten his career. This seems to have happened much earlier than expected, as there's a lot of concern backstage over Sheamus' future." Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful.com spoke on the situation backstage, as many are surprised that Sheamus even managed to wrestle at Mania this year. He mentioned, "I heard last year that there were a lot of people that were surprised that Sheamus could still wrestle as effectively as he could, considering some of the injury issues and the pain that he had been in. Honestly, the thing I was told by one wrestler was that if he got through WrestleMania, that would be really awesome. Not as if they were hoping that or the company was hoping that, but that wrestler personally was hoping that Sheamus could get through this WrestleMania, and he did, and that was about it. No update yet, but man, with a bad neck, and then you get a concussion on top of that, that's not hot." In this day and age, Vince has been more careful than ever with his superstars, as he doesn't want to open up the floodgates for a lawsuit should WWE doctors clear him and something terrible happens in the ring. Something he found out the hard way with the lawsuit against CM Punk. If that's the case, it's likely the Celtic Warrior will be shelved for some time, or might not ever compete in WWE again, unless WWE's medical team are confident enough to clear him. If he's unable to wrestle in the WWE, he could risk it by wrestling in the Indies, but more than likely, he may transition into a backstage role. What do you guys think of these news topics? Let us know in the comments down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.